You've been dreaming.
No, that's not possible.
Hold on, I'm not saying it's all been a dream. Everything you've experienced has been real. That's what's so amazing and exciting, Zoe. While you were dreaming, you projected a physical binary of yourself into the waking world. Think of it like entangled particles, one copy here in my lab and one in Europolis. You dreamed yourself a new life in Propast, and it came to be as real as anything.
But why?
2 reasons. Misdirection, to keep Wadi Corp off our backs, and more importantly, to trigger your memories and activate your latent powers. We needed you to return to that parallel otherworld to find and absorb a primal source of dreaming energy to fulfill your potential.
Lux, are you there?
You have a unique skill. You must have realized this by now. You can reshape reality.
I'm a dreamer.
There have always been stories of those born with the power to change the world, but I couldn't wait around for that to happen, so your father and I made you.
They were married. Of course they made me. How's Gabrielle involved?
My father?
We were partners, and you were the first experiment, our first creation. We designed you, the first manufactured dreamer. You were born in this lab. There were other experiments, half-sisters. Faith, of course, the final girl. She was a mistake. And you met Hannah not so long ago. She was the second experiment, after you. You were drawn to each other, and she was drawn here, to Aingana, to the dreams. I know she's in Mumbai, but she's not strong enough to affect anything. She poses no threat. None of them worked out, not the way we intended. And I didn't think you would either. So I let your father take you away when you were a toddler. He cared so much about you. He was willing to give up everything, his life, his career. Me? How could I say no? It wasn't until you connected to a dream machine that I realized your powers were there, only latent. That's why I put you in a coma and brought you back here. I did it to protect you. If I hadn't, Wadi would have taken you. Your father had no choice but to come along. He did what he had to do to keep you safe. We both did. We saved your life, Zoe. And we made a deal. Gabrielle would help me finish what we'd begun. We'd be partners again. And then, afterwards, he could take you home. I'd leave you alone. The deal still stands, once we finish changing the world.
Did she just say what I think she said? Helena is clearly unstable. Did she just say what I...
Changing what?
Changing everything. For the better. I need you to understand this. We're going to remake
You can't
the
just
world.
hard restart a planet.
I don't have time to go into details, but there's a place we go when we dream.
Terramera.
Story time.
Different cultures have different names for it. The Aranda people of Australia call it dream time. Think of it as the initial state of all matter and energy in every possible universe. The blueprint. All realities originated in this initial state, and they remain entangled, evolving, one universe affecting another. Wave energies are fueled by dreams. Particles in our world are entangled with particles in Arcadia because they were created together in story time. Aingana has the power to change the wave field, and thus the observable universe through dreams.
Wati, the dream... What about my friends in Propast? Wati, the dream machine.
So what's Waticorp's role in this?
Wadi funded us, funded the development of the Dream Machine. We needed to collect and store dream energy. The Dream Machine facilitated that. They thought we were working for them, not the other way around. Wadi just wanted brainwashed consumers. They wanted to sell their silly toy to billions and rule over a virtual world. They have no imagination.
What about... If I dreamed myself into Europolis, what about Reza? My friends? Were they...
Dreams? No, you don't understand. They're real. All of it was real,
Reza
Zoe.
isn't
You were there
alive.
in Propast, a physical projection walking amongst real people, a three-dimensional copy made flesh using the power of dreams. And they never realized. Well, at least most of them didn't. I sent someone to protect you in case anything went wrong. It's a good thing I did, too. Things spun out of control. Falk Friedman saved your life. As for Reza, it's more complicated. He's been an unwitting agent of Wati. His reckless investigations caught their attention. They needed to manipulate the press and they wanted to keep an eye on you. He was an easy tool, so they brainwashed him. We'll fix Reza, I promise.
How does Arcadia fit?
And Arcadia?
One of many worlds spawned from dreams. A world of... I'm a scientist. I don't understand magic. It's chaotic, complex, and unpredictable. Magic is dangerous, and it has
they
no
belong
place in a
together.
rational universe.
You're an idiot.
But we needed it. We had to bridge the divide in order to store these vast quantities of dream energy. We put things in motion to return you to Arcadia, but you did most of the work yourself. Of course, we had help on the other side, a partner, but he didn't... You did it on your own, Zoe. You were compelled to connect with the primal force that inhabited the initial state before this universe. That was only possible by crossing the divide. Something called you there. Some force guided you. I don't know how to quantify it or explain
Yeah,
it.
my half-sister
But you succeeded.
experiment, you fucking
You absorbed
cunt.
the energy, and it didn't kill you. You got stronger. Strong enough to wake up and break out sooner than anticipated, but the timing ended up being perfect. You've reached your full potential. You're finally ready to interface with Eingana.
No, fuck you.
She's mentioned Eingana's.
Eingana?
Meet Eingana. It took me decades to design and build her. She spans dimensions, taps into the dream energies. She's quite the thing. But she's actually not the first. Wadi had the prototype. They used her to operate the beta version of DreamNet. After she was destroyed, we built Eingana 2. She operates the version of DreamNet currently processing and recording the dreams of hundreds of millions of Dream Machine users. And now, we're reversing the process with you as the conduit, connecting quantum fields, connecting dream time with reality. Eingana will begin to alter our observable universe. Don't look so worried, Zoe. You won't need to do anything. She knows what to do. I've programmed her, and my template will guide her. Together, you'll make a better world. A world without sickness or death. A world without superstition, intolerance.
I don't believe
A
you.
world where everyone's equal.
I
where
don't
justice
believe
and
you. I don't believe
compassion
you're
will
capable
prevail.
of doing that. You
A
can't just
world not
reboot
ruled
people.
by corporations or religions, but by science and logic, by rational thought. A better world.
The world needs magic.
I need to stall for time. Keep her talking until she's waiting for me to respond. I think she needs me to understand. If I don't say anything...
I know this is a lot to take in, and I don't expect you to understand all of it right away. But in time, you will. Here we go.
No! She is one of the auditors of reality. Fuck.
Crow? Crow, is that you?
I think so. I'm supposed to show you something.
What? Why? What are you doing here? And where is here?
I don't know. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a bit... I don't feel right. I'm not sure what happened, and I'm not sure I'm all here, if that makes sense.
No.
No. Yeah, no. I can see how that makes no sense.
What are you supposed to show me?
Oh, I almost forgot. So the ghost in the machine told me to do this thing. This one last thing. The ghost said that this has been my destiny all along. I don't expect you'll know what I'm talking about.
Crow, I don't even know where this is. A minute ago, I was inside a pod in a lab, and now...
We're inside the quantum weave that makes all the stories. This is reality's blueprint. How did I know that? What does quantum mean? What's a blueprint?
Well, that explains everything.
That was sarcasm. I detect sarcasm.
This ghost in the machine, who was it?
No idea. I remember nothing before meeting you here, aside from a ghost telling me to show you what I'm about to show you. And I don't even know what that is.
Show me what? There's nothing here.
Let's go find it.
We're back at where Brian Westhouse started, the beginning of Dreamfall. We're back at the beginning of Dreamfall.
Does this look at all familiar to you?
Me?
It looks like a monastery.
There you go. Maybe that's it.
That doesn't really help. Hey, that looks like a diary. It's a handwritten letter.
I am at the crossroads between waking and dream. One path leads back to the world I left behind. The other path leads to a place of shadows. Between the familiar and the unknown, between certainty and doubt, my choice would seem obvious. Any sane man would turn around, return to the world he knows, forget what he has learned, and live his life in blissful ignorance. But in truth, it is too late. My choice was made many years ago, when I first embarked on this journey. I cannot turn back. I am at a crossroads. But for me, there is only one path. I leave behind these words in the hope that someday they will serve as a map for someone else. To whomever reads this, Godspeed on your journey. If you ever decide to follow in my footsteps, look me up. Brian Westhouse.
Brian Westhouse? Our Westhouse?
The plot thickens.
Thickens or just getting more muddled? I don't know what this is supposed to tell us.
That Westhouse is involved?
There's that, I guess.
Come
Why
on,
are you
there's
taking
more.
me back to the beginning?
Mountains, crystal clear blue skies. Where are we?
We're ready, traveler. Your journey is about to begin.
I've seen stuff like that in films, but never in real life.
The
This looks like a
ritual is
Buddhist
ready.
temple.
Step onto the dais, traveler.
Okay, so what just happened?
Portals. They're all over the place. Let's follow him.
Through the... Wait! This is the story time.
You know this place?
I remember. I was here. For a long time. It's the place between. I didn't want to wake up and they needed me. The people who were dreaming. They were sick. I tried to help them.
Uh-huh. Interesting. But we need to see what's going on. I'm supposed to show you this.
What are you doing here? You cannot be here. It will find you.
I don't... Where am I? What is this place?
How did you get here? Go back the way you came, quickly. You cannot stay.
I don't know how to go.
It is here. What have you done? What have you